Hey guys, we are so excited. We are here with the one and only Joe Johnson. So, Joe, thank you so much for being here today. But before we talk to Joe, we do want to tell you a couple of things about Joe. So this dude is no stranger to winning Grammys, right? No? Okay.
Playing on Grammy-winning projects.
Okay, so he's worked with the likes of Aretha Franklin, Kirk Franklin, Yolanda Adams, Donnie McClurkin, and Freddie Jackson, Angela Winbush.
Yes.
My family right there.
Yay!
And not only that, guys, he is a ownership in some of the hottest clubs in Nashville, Tennessee. So currently we're sitting in the Supperclub.
Yay.
Right here in the Belcourt area. And we're so excited. And connected to that, we have Bungalow 10.
Yep.
And in the back of Bungalow 10, we have Jar.
And the thing about it is, if you were in Nashville in the early 2000s, Joe and his friends started Jazz and Jokes. That was the hottest.
And Joe would walk around playing his saxophone.
Oh my gosh, Joe Johnson.
Yes. Thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Popcorn and champagne.
And
My
also,
friend.
too, I will be remiss.
Yes.
He is a member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, and he attended Middle Tennessee State University.
No, he did not. he attended HBCU, Tennessee State University.
The Tennessee State.
Oh,
right.
okay, my bad. It had middle in front
And
of it. I'm
played
sorry.
in the amazing
Aristocrat.
aristocrat of bands.
My
May I
bad,
have
so it
it?
had middle in your bio, so
did not.
I'll take that out. Okay. Welcome to Popcorn and Champagne.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you so much. We've been trying to do this for a while, so I'm
Yeah.
glad this is finally able to come
Yes.
Made it work.
into,
We made it
present
work.
day.
Made it
That's
work.
right.
So tell us the inspiration. You have 3 thriving businesses right now with the Supperclub in Belcourt. You have Bungalow 10
Yeah.
and then Jar
Jar.
Cocktail Club.
The
Tell us.
inspiration is keeping the lights on at the house. That is extremely important
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
today's society. Doing something different. We
Yeah.
always wanted to be trendsetters, and what happened is I came to Nashville for college, got stuck here, got into the industry, and Nashville became my home. I adore Nashville.
Yeah.
But traveling on the road, I would go places and I'd be like, Nashville doesn't have that.
Yeah.
Nashville, let's do that in Nashville. And that's kind of how Jazz and Jokes started, and went from Jazz and Jokes to Weekend to Agenda
Love that.
to branching off
Minerva.
into Minerva,
Yeah,
that's
Minerva.
still opening and thriving.
That's right.
Yeah.
This property right here, I probably wanted 20 years.
Okay.
You remember when it was the Trace here?
Yes,
Yeah.
I remember. It's been a lot of things.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of
It has been.
Okay, well, good.
But now you put a new spin on it with the Supperclub. So tell us about the cuisine here.
Supperclub, actually, Supperclub Memphis came first.
Yes.
Nashville was supposed to be first, but that's a whole nother story.
Okay.
Cuisine, food-wise, it's sexy but fun.
Yes.
Serious but fun. I think a lot of times when I was telling my business partner yesterday that we spent so much time trying to make Supperclub not weekend and what people think,
Yeah.
that we didn't do a good job of selling sexy, fun food.
Gotcha.
So now we're about to kind of rebrand things.
It's kind of
But-
mature,
yeah, it's-
grown.
But,
Yeah.
but it's still got to be fun.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
still got to have that Miami
Yeah.
poppy steak
Yeah.
type
Yeah.
of feel and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So
And I love the decor in here.
Oh
with
my
the
God,
chandeliers.
it is
definitely
stunning.
brings the sexiness to the cuisine
Yep.
for me.
well, I mean, it's you taste, but you also see.
That's
so
right.
I've always wanted to do things where the sexy people were like, I'm always like, where the pretty people at?
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So this was kind of designed with that mindset.
I
where
like
you
it.
Kind of, eat, drink, be seen.
I love that.
Okay.
I love that.
But it's still fun though.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like, I really want, it's not, a stuffy place that you gotta come suit and tied,
Sure.
only for date night or only
Right.
for birthdays. It's like, fall through, have an amazing meal, have great drinks, and, have a great time.
It's a vibe.
So tell us about some of the drinks or the cuisine at any of 3 of the locations that is a must try. Because listen, we've got this beautiful drink
Yes,
here. And what
it's
is this
so
one
good.
called?
It is called, I don't know, why are you asking me, Tony?
Well, it's a sweet and sour
It's very
type
beautiful.
drink, and it's So amazing, guys. So my favorite on the menu, since Joe is being shy about it, is those candy yams, mac and cheese, and collard greens. So do you handpick the chefs? How do you do this?
Yes, for the most part. It's something that Chef Brandon here was recommended by my business partner, Robert.
Okay.
Okay.
And amazing guy.
Yeah.
Sometimes the chefs, they don't get enough credit.
That's right.
And he's not one of those individuals that, my best friend wife called people look at me Larrys. He's not a look at me Larry at all. He comes, he does what he's supposed to do. We can tell him, hey, I like this, or Rob may say, I like this, but he's done some home runs. Like what you were talking about with the mac and cheese. So we have two versions of that. We have a soul roll.
Yes, with the collard greens in it.
The soul roll has collard greens.
So that's like an egg roll?
It's basically an egg roll.
You know what?
It's
I
delicious.
did have that. I've had
delicious.
that. Yes, I've had that.
But then we also have it on a soul waffle. And the soul waffle is like not even, and I'm a fat guy, don't get it twisted.
Whatever.
All right.
But the soul waffle is a cornbread dressing waffle that is topped with yams, greens, mac and cheese, with either fried catfish or chicken, and it's
we
like
should have
crazy.
had that today.
That sounds amazing.
It's crazy.
That sounds
guys.
really
We
good.
have it every brunch on
Saturday and
Saturdays
Sunday?
and Sundays.
Saturday and Sunday.
And it's the place to be, guys.
So is there any events coming up for any of the 3 locations?
We're open for business, so being open Tuesday through Sunday is an event
There you
every
go.
week.
Yeah. Absolutely.
JAR has, this was probably shown by then. I think we've got Bow Wow coming in for a birthday celebration this Friday, but it's for us, every day is a celebration.
I love that. I love that.
So you were in music. How did you end up in hospitality?
Still in music.
I know, but
So it's actually a story behind it.
okay.
And the story is traveling, especially with a lot of the artists that I work with. For us, I've been musical director for most of the 80s, 90s, 2000 artists. Those big tour dates are over for us.
Right.
Basically, we're spot dating. We're out Thursday, come back home Sunday. And I would go to a show and the promoter would have nothing together. So I would end up being the musical director, having to do my show, having to do the artist show, having to make sure that I'm the production manager at the time. And I was like, well, I can do this for myself.
Yeah.
That's right.
At the time, my business partner, AG, had been doing Jazz and Jokes as a one-off event. And we'd have it at the Belcourt Theater, or we'd have it at Opry Mills or whatever one time. And I was like, hey, we need to make this a brick and mortar standalone business. And that's kind of how Jazz and Jokes came.
Yeah.
Weekend came because, for 2 things. For me, it was, Nashville just doesn't have a free black bar.
That's right.
Yeah.
Everything was club.
Yeah.
I just wanted a cool bar.
But what I will say, kudos to you guys though, because it was a long run.
That's
Because
right.
usually black clubs or black establishments of entertainment typically don't last as long.
Well,
you guys really did last a long time with that.
What happens is everybody thinks I have a following and people will come.
Yeah.
But at some point, you really have to learn the art of food and beverage.
Yes.
You're really in food and beverage.
That's it.
The promotion side is cool, but how can you keep the business side
Right.
That's right.
going and stuff like that? So it kind of Weekend, what it started off as, most definitely is what it ended up as, and it's coming back probably next year.
Oh wow.
That's good.
But we needed to take a little time off to reset it and let
Sure.
it get back to what it was.
Yeah.
So,
I had some good times in weekend.
I think we all have. Really all have.
And you have one in Memphis too.
It's Weekend in Memphis. There's a Supperclub in Memphis.
Yeah.
So it's Memphis is a whole different
And it's
animal
home.
sometimes.
Yeah. So tell us, is there any new music coming up from Joe Johnson?
Finally, for the first time in, I think I was telling somebody, no, I actually did a post about it. For the first time in 18 years, there's a new record coming.
Wow.
So the record is tentatively titled Back from the Weekend.
I love it.
Do you spell it the same way?
I spell it the same.
Yay.
Oh my gosh.
Which kind
Yay.
of means I'm kind of putting that aside for a
Okay.
second and getting back to the music.
So when are we gonna see? When are we gonna hear this?
I put myself on a 120-day timeline about
Okay.
11 days ago. So the clock is ticking. The interesting thing about this project that even though it's a Joe Johnson record, what I decided to do was show the consumer what I've been doing.
Right.
So every song features an artist that I'm the musical director for.
Okay.
So
Love
I've got
that.
Angela Winbush on the record. I've got Kavon Edmonds on the record. I've got Freddie doing something on the record.
Love
so
it.
it's going to be an interesting
So when is it
project.
coming out? You said you're working on it. Got 120 days.
I would
but-
say, Lord willing, and the creek doesn't rise, probably the 1st of June.
Okay.
Okay, that's
That's
soon.
close. That's
Probably.
pretty soon.
Probably ready to go to radio now. I think the first single is a cover of Kool and the Gang's "Too Hot"
Oh my
featuring
gosh.
Phil Perry.
That's awesome.
Oh, I love that.
So will you perform some of this at Jar?
Jar is a cocktail club.
Okay.
I may do some of it here. We may do something. I really ideally would like to do the album release party here somewhere. I
Yeah.
don't know if we maybe block the street off or.
Well, hey, if you need anyone to help you,
Yeah. Popcorn and
Popcorn
champagne is here.
Champagne, we can help you. With,
I reached
you know.
out to somebody about a couple of things, so we got to work it out. One of y'all. Gonna
Use
pick
your
up the phone,
people. Use your people, Joe.
A lot of people.
So Joe, okay, so you know we have a podcast, right?
do.
It's called Popcorn Champagne, and you're here right now. So one of the questions we always ask is, what you watching?
And be honest.
I have a story.
Yeah, okay. We like stories.
It's true. My oldest son Trey,
Yeah, I love Trey.
and I would always have like, hey man, what you watching on TV? I'm watching YouTube. What
Yeah.
you watching YouTube
Yeah.
for?
That's what the kids
I was
go.
like, what the hell's on YouTube?
Everything.
I watch YouTube.
Okay.
I watch a ton of YouTube. I'm a big drug crime syndicate type of individual.
Okay.
So my favorite movie probably is Godfather's 2.
Okay.
I'm a huge Wire fan, huge
that's a good one.
Sopranos fan.
Yeah.
But if you start watching some of that Chicago crime,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's sad, but it's very intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
You see these kids that have 8 and 10 murders starting at the age of 12. You get engulfed
Yeah.
into that stuff.
Yeah.
And like I say, YouTube is the type of thing where you can say, hey, I'm thinking about polka dot popcorn
That's right.
today. And you say polka dot popcorn, and
It's there.
Pops
8
up.
million
Yep.
different things.
Pops
so,
up.
Or popcorn and champagne.
popcorn and champagne. A lot
Say
of
that.
a lot of YouTube, a lot of Netflix comedies.
Yeah.
Just watched the new Donnell Rawlins.
Oh my
which
God, hilarious.
Was cool.
I
Watched
watched that.
New Linnell, which was cool.
Yeah.
It's sad that the Lakers dynasty thing didn't get renewed,
Yeah.
and they kind of
That was
rushed
sad.
that last
Yeah,
thing.
they did.
I'm
Yeah.
big on reality TV.
Yep.
Okay.
So I have to do my Sunday night Bravo things.
I
and stuff
love
like
You
that.
have housewives?
I am.
Wow.
I'm a fan of pop culture.
Okay.
Right,
Okay.
I
So
get it.
I like pop culture.
I get that.
Yep.
So those things.
Okay.
So I'm probably the only dude that's seen every episode of Sex in the City 18 million times.
That's
I just
epic.
love.
I
That's
love
epic.
that.
I love
That's
pop
epic.
pop culture.
That's
Yeah.
good. I
So
like
okay.
it.
I watch The Housewives. I mean, it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you can actually get turned on to a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah.
If you sit down and watch what they're doing and how
Yeah.
they're moving in these cities.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I do. Plus, I have people that know me, and I mean, I've known you guys forever.
Yeah.
I don't sleep. So,
You're just
like I'm
up.
rocking on 2 days without
Oh
sleep
my
basically
goodness. That's
right
not
now.
good.
So I'm up all night just watching
Yeah.
everything.
Well, honey, you look brand new, honey.
Always.
You don't
You
have to
look
lie.
rested,
Always.
all
Always.
of
I'm
that.
sweating.
Always.
Joe.
Probably
That's
about to
good.
bust out this thing.
Joe, thank
No,
you
you're
so
not.
much
Thank you
for
all.
being here today. We
Y'all
appreciate the
Try those
time.
drinks out.
No,
We
it's
will. These are delicious.
No, they are
But
amazing.
where's yours so we can toast?
Mine is back there half done, so I'm about to get on number. I gotta
So
go.
guys, look, we need you to come and check out the Supperclub. Have date night, even though Joe says you don't have to have date night.
Yep.
But also, Bungalow 10, I feel like this is gonna be it's gonna be a spring, summer really kickoff. I cannot wait. The menu is amazing.
It is. I think it's the perfect time to be outside.
That's right.
Bungalow is dope. Jar is dope. We've got some interesting things that's coming to Jar, and there's one more project that's getting ready to happen in the next 60 days.
You want to break it here first?
Might as well. We're doing a libations and cigar bar in the back of Supperclub called Sunset on Belcourt.
Yay! Sunset on Belcourt.
So
You've heard it here
it's gonna
first,
be
right?
here.
Yep, you haven't
back?
seen the patio back there.
No.
Oh, it's a
Oh
whole
my God,
nother
guys.
world back there.
So I
So
love
wait, you
cigars.
heard it here first. What is it
Popcorn
again?
and champagne.
What is it
Called
again?
Sunset on Belcourt.
Sunset on Belcourt.
Cigars
Yeah.
and libations, guys.
Yep.
I cannot wait.
All right.
I'm there
Thank
for
you,
it.
Joe.
Thank you all.
Thank you. We appreciate you.